Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today I rise in support of H.R. 5957, the FAA Veteran Transition Improvement Act of 2016. Now, last November, after passing the House and the Senate by unanimous consent, the Wounded Warriors Federal Leave Act was signed into law. That legislation recognizes that no one who has sustained an injury due to military service should have to choose between earning a paycheck or receiving health care. Specifically, that act provides up to 104 hours of upfront disabled veteran leave during an employee's first 12 months on the job. That Wounded Warriors Federal Leave Act applies to anyone hired on or after November 5th of this year. However, this legislation only applies to federal civilian personnel covered under Title V leave provisions. Consequently, those not covered under Title V, including employees of the FAA, are not able to use these leave benefits. Now, in my own state of Washington, there are more than 650 veterans who work at the FAA, and across the country, more than 15,000 veterans work for the FAA. From 2012 to 16, the FAA hired between 150 to 350 veterans each year, men and women who have served our country but may be unable to get the health care that they need. So, in an effort to expand these benefits to disabled veterans hired by the FAA, Representative Lobiando joined me in introducing this bipartisan bill earlier this month. H.R. 5957 ensures that newly hired disabled veteran FAA employees receive the same upfront disabled leave that personnel at other government agencies will receive. This legislation will help ensure that no newly hired disabled veteran FAA employee is faced with the choice between earning a paycheck or receiving health care, and finishes the laudable work that was started by the Wounded Warriors Federal Leave Act. I want to thank all the advocacy organizations who support this legislation, including the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the American Legion, the Paralyzed Veterans of America, American Federation of Government Employees, the Federal Managers Association and the FAA Managers Association, Professional Aviation Safety Specialists, General Aviation Manufacturers Association, and the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. I also want to be sure to thank Representative Lobiando for working with me on this important legislation. And lastly, I want to thank and recognize Senator Hirono, who's introduced companion legislation in the Senate, and I look forward to continue working to improve this, to move this important bill past the finish line. Last week, this bipartisan bill was unanimously reported out of the committee, and today I ask for this chamber's support as well. And let's not keep these veterans waiting. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time, Mr. Speaker.